Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head for hours, wondering if you sounded awkward? Have you ever avoided speaking up in a meeting, introducing yourself to someone new, or even making a simple phone call because your heart started racing? What if I told you that millions of people experience the exact same thing, and that modern science has discovered powerful ways to overcome it? Social anxiety isn't just being shy. It's a real psychological and biological response that can affect your relationships, career, confidence, and overall happiness. And in today's video, you'll learn the science behind social anxiety, why it happens, and most importantly, practical strategies that actually work to overcome it. Stay until the end, because we'll reveal a simple technique backed by psychology research that can dramatically reduce social anxiety in just a few minutes a day. Let's begin. What is social anxiety? 045-230. Question for you. Have you ever avoided doing something you wanted to do because you were worried about what others might think? Let us know in the comments. The science inside your brain. 2:35 o'clock. To understand social anxiety, we first need to understand the brain. Inside your brain is a small structure called the amygdala. Think of it as your internal alarm system. Its job is to detect danger, and for people with social anxiety, the amygdala can become overly sensitive. Instead of detecting actual threats, it starts treating ordinary social situations as dangerous. A simple conversation can trigger the same alarm response as facing real physical danger. When this happens, your heart beats faster, your palms sweat, your muscles tense up, your breathing becomes shallow, your mind races. This activates the body's fight or flight response. Your brain is essentially saying, "Warning, something bad might happen," even when there's no real threat. Interestingly, brain imaging studies show that people with social anxiety often display increased activity in areas associated with fear and self-monitoring. This means they're constantly evaluating themselves. They become hyper-aware of how they look, how they sound, what others think about them. It's like having a harsh critic permanently living inside your head. But here's the fascinating part. The brain is adaptable. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, and that means those anxious pathways can be rewired. Signs and symptoms of social anxiety, 5 o'clock, 6:30. Many people have social anxiety without realizing it. Here are some common symptoms. Physical symptoms: blushing, sweating, trembling, nausea, rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath. Mental symptoms: fear of embarrassment, excessive self-criticism, constant worrying, negative thinking. Behavioral symptoms: avoiding social situations, speaking very little, avoiding eye contact. Here's a relatable example. Imagine someone invites you to a party. Before the party, you spend days worrying. Afterward, you replay everything you said and criticize yourself. That's a classic social anxiety cycle. Sound familiar? What causes social anxiety? 6:38-30. There isn't just one cause. Usually, social anxiety develops through a combination of factors. 1. Genetics. Research suggests anxiety disorders can run in families. If close relatives experience anxiety, your risk may be higher. 2. Childhood experiences. Bullying, criticism, humiliation, social rejection. These experiences can teach the brain to associate social situations with danger. 3. Negative thinking patterns. People with social anxiety often assume, "Everyone is judging me. They think I'm weird. I'm going to embarrass myself." These thoughts create anxiety even before anything happens. 4. Perfectionism. Many socially anxious people believe they must appear perfect. But perfection is impossible. The more pressure you put on yourself, the more anxious you become. Think about it. Have you ever expected yourself to be perfect in social situations? That expectation alone may be fueling your anxiety. Myths about social anxiety. 8:30-10 o'clock. Let's bust some common myths. Myth 1. Social anxiety is just shyness. Not true. Shyness is a personality trait. Social anxiety can significantly disrupt daily life. Myth 2. you should just get over it. If it were that easy, millions of people wouldn't struggle with it. Social anxiety involves real changes in brain activity and behavior patterns. Myth 3. People are constantly judging you. This is one of the biggest misconceptions. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. We tend to believe everyone notices our mistakes. In reality, most people are too busy thinking about themselves. Myth 4. Confidence comes first. Actually, action comes first. Confidence grows from taking action repeatedly despite fear. The social anxiety trap, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Now let's discuss the cycle that keeps social anxiety alive. Step 1. You fear a social situation. Step 2. You avoid it. Step 3. You feel temporary relief. Step 4. Your brain learns that avoidance equals safety. Step 5. The fear becomes even stronger next time. This is called negative reinforcement. Avoidance feels good in the short term, but it strengthens anxiety in the long term. Imagine being afraid of elevators. If you avoid elevators forever, your brain never learns they're safe. The same principle applies to social situations. Breaking this cycle is the key to recovery. And that's where science-backed strategies come in. Practical tips that actually work. 12 o'clock, 1800 hours. Strategy 1. Gradual exposure. Exposure therapy is considered one of the most effective treatments for social anxiety. The idea is simple. Face fears gradually instead of avoiding them. For example, Level 1. Smile at a stranger. Level 2. Ask a store employee a question. Level 3. Start a short conversation. Level 4. Attend a social gathering. Level 5. Give a presentation. Each step teaches your brain, I can handle this. Over time, anxiety decreases. Strategy 2. Challenge negative thoughts. Ask yourself, what's the evidence? Am I assuming the worst? Will I judge someone else this harshly? Replace. Everyone thinks I'm awkward. With. Most people probably aren't paying that much attention. Strategy 3. Focus outward. Social anxiety often turns attention inward. You're monitoring yourself constantly. The conversation, the environment, the other person. Become curious. Ask questions. Listen actively. This shifts attention away from self-criticism. Strategy 4. Practice self-compassion. Imagine speaking to yourself the way you'd speak to a close friend. Would you constantly criticize them? Probably not. Treat yourself with kindness. Research shows self-compassion reduces anxiety and improves emotional resilience. Strategy 5. Improve your breathing. Anxiety changes breathing patterns. Try this. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat several times. This signals safety to your nervous system. Lifestyle habits that reduce anxiety. 1800 hours, 2100 hours. Your daily habits matter more than you think. Exercise. Physical activity releases mood-enhancing chemicals and reduces stress hormones. Even a 20-minute walk can help. Sleep. Poor sleep increases anxiety sensitivity. Aim for consistent, quality sleep each night. Nutrition. Balanced meals support healthy brain function. Limit excessive caffeine if it increases nervousness. Mindfulness. Mindfulness trains the brain to stay in the present moment. Instead of worrying about future embarrassment, you focus on what's happening right now. Social practice. Confidence grows through repetition. The more positive social experiences you accumulate, the stronger your confidence becomes. Professional treatment options. 2100 hours, 2300 hours. Sometimes professional support is needed, and that's completely okay. Effective treatments include cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT helps identify and change unhelpful thinking patterns. It is one of the most researched and effective treatments for social anxiety. Exposure therapy, a structured approach to gradually facing fears. Group therapy provides a safe environment to practice social skills. Medication. In some cases, healthcare professionals may prescribe medications to help manage symptoms. Always consult a qualified medical professional for personalized advice. Seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. A powerful real-life example: 2,300 hours, 2,400 hours 30. Imagine two people. Person A avoids every social challenge. Person B feels anxious too, but takes small steps forward every day. 1 year later, who has grown more? Person B. Not because they were fearless, but because they acted despite fear. That's how confidence is built. Not by waiting for anxiety to disappear, but by proving to yourself that you can handle it. Every conversation, every introduction, every small step matters. Final message and action plan: 2,400 hours, 3026:00. Let's recap. Social anxiety is not a character flaw. It's a learned fear response involving the brain and nervous system. The good news? Your brain can change. Remember these key takeaways. Anxiety is not danger. Avoidance strengthens fear. Small actions build confidence. Exposure reduces anxiety. Self-compassion accelerates growth. Progress matters more than perfection. The next time anxiety tells you to hide, take one small step forward instead. That single step may be the beginning of a completely different life. Imagine where you could be 6 months from now if you practice these strategies consistently. The future version of you is waiting, and it starts with one brave action today. Call to action. If you found this video helpful, make sure to thumbs up like this video. Speech balloon comment below. What's one social situation you'd like to feel more confident in? Outbox Stray share this video with someone who may be struggling with social anxiety. Bell subscribe and turn on notifications for more science-based health, wellness, and self-improvement content. Thanks for watching, and remember, you don't need to be fearless to move forward. You only need to take the next step. This script is optimized for approximately 15 to 20 minutes of engaging voice-over narration with strong audience retention, educational value, and YouTube-friendly structure.